Do you hear that wind? My whole car's are rocking. I hope you're all warm and toasty on this windy Wednesday, although it is warmer. It is definitely warmer, right? But when you have wind like that, it doesn't feel so much like it's warmer. The only way you can tell it's warmer is the things melting. Everything's starting to melt. So, yay. My little friends are happy with the melting because now they can have some food and drink. Well, they're trying to find something anyway. I can't get over it. You should hear it in my bedroom because when it's windy, my window whistles. Oh, you want to talk about something annoying, but it is what it is, right? I've tried everything to get it to stop doing that. But I hope you're hunkered down inside somewhere warm. I don't even think I can get my car door open at the moment. That's how windy it is right now. And I will tell you this. Things are definitely warming up. The firemen over here have been nonstop since early this morning. Ask me how I know, because I've watched them, because it started right over by where I live. They may have started even before that, but that was the first time I saw them. I know a lot of people, you're having fallouts and the pipes are bursting, right? Maybe the house was empty and you didn't know that the pipes were frozen anyway, right? Or maybe you're living there. I mean, I've seen people post that they're home and their water was working and their pipes burst, because more than likely you probably didn't realize that your water pressure was lower. You were just happy you still had water, right? So somewhere there was something frozen, lodged somewhere. And then as that thaws, now it's going to, not have a piece of ice in the crack, and the crack's going to expose, right? So all my years as a realtor and things that I learned about having home maintenance and repair type of business, and what I learned, along the way from other businesses with dealing with clients and stuff, and living on an island, right? You need to keep your heat at least 55 degrees if you're not there. You should open your cabinet doors if there's pipes underneath, right? Under your kitchen sink, if there's a cabinet door in your bathroom, open it so the heat can get to it, right? So they're more open. Insulate your pipes, especially if they're on an outside wall, right? Because the cold air is hitting that side of the house. It's really simple. You can go buy the insulation wrap, or you can wait and do it even cheaper and wait till the pool noodles come out at the dollar store, because basically it's the same thing, right? The pool noodle is, I think, a little thicker and a little less flexible, but they both work well, right? So, I don't know, do what fits your budget, right? Or how soon you want to have it done or not done, I guess, at this point. But so I've continued to see them around town, because I took a little ride around. And so the fire department's definitely stepping. Okay, so let's be aware of that and stay out of their way, right? Hold on a second. Anyway, sorry about that. Clouds caught my attention for a minute, and I wanted to look a little deeper. Okay, so anyway, there's a lot of good tips and tricks out there, gang, right? Do your research. If you follow me in any capacity or you see me anywhere, I will always tell you, get ready, be ready, right? Get ready, be ready. These little things that you can do are going to save you a lot of money in the long run. It really will. Especially, plumbers, we know they're not that cheap, right? And then, get them in an emergency and it's going to cost you even more. No offense, plumbers, but I call it as I see it, okay? I call it as I see it. Anyway, let me switch eyes. So, some other things I've seen So 3232 is growth, balance, and positive transformation, right? It's coming into being doing things that are more aligned with your own inner self, right? And of course inner work, which the inner work don't ever stop in life. Some of you never even did it, started, knew what it was, right? And it's just something you should just always do. I don't know. I just kind of naturally just kind of did that always, but whatever. 2151. Here we go. I'm going to show you the theme now. Pushing towards your heart's desire. Pushing towards your heart's desire, right? But not wanting that immediate gratification of the material world, or seeing the financial aspect, or whatever, is going to come out of it, right? Like when you're building a business, again, it takes time, right? It's big sacrifice. There's especially if you've stepped back from other jobs, right, to solely focus on a specific thing, and now you've really depleted your income, right? It's not easy, it's challenging, and different things like that, okay? So but at the end of the day, it's more important to build that solid foundation, right? At least it is to me anyway. And speaking of, right, 4241, divine support. Guess what? Divine support. Building a secure, balanced foundation. Focus on personal goals. Focus on personal goals. Everybody gets caught up in this world of that instant gratification, because the world's got everybody moving like this, like this, like this. No. Baby steps, one step at a time, and build it solid, right? Okay. Anyway, of course, I looked a little further. 3232 breaks down to 55, and 55 is change. Things will not look different, right? Things should never continue to always look the same. It's a constant in life, change. It's something that we're always going through, and most people hate it. 2151 breaks down to 9, which is endings, right? The ending is a lesson, right? It's a lesson. And when things are ending, no matter what it is, right, you go through this mourning process. I've talked about this before in videos, right? You're mourning the old ways, the old you, the old lifestyle, whatever it be, right? The old habits, you put to rest. It's a process, okay? It's always a process. 4241 is 11, awakening. You are being called to attention, right? I think more and more people are finally starting to wake up. But what I'm going to tell you about awakening is pay attention, right? Pay attention to your surroundings and everything around you, because there's messages and information trying to come at you, and you miss it. A lot of times, 9 out of 10 times, most people are missing it because you're focusing in the wrong places, right? I talked about this. You're focusing your attention where they're funneling things to you with, right? I'm probably going to bring this to a part 2, because I have a list of music here for you. And, or I may just list them. But what I will say about this, the one song that popped up, which I just had recently, except this time it gave me a different message with it, which was Bruno Mars' song, I Just Might. And what came to me with that this time was not about the relationship and dancing. It was about trends, right? And everybody jumping on that trend bandwagon, because everyone is doing that with this. And again, it's wasting your time. It's keeping you focused on over here. You're all doing the same thing. Where is your own creativity when they're trying to make everybody cookie cutter? What? Your trend is going to be better than that person's trend? It's being done for a reason. Okay, let's take this to part 2, because there's more to be said about this. All right, see you there.